All right, everyone's so giddy. This is awesome. This is awesome. I have to believe this might be our last interview of the event. And this is going to be the most fun one, I have a
I
feeling.
think it is.
Let's jump into this real quick. So if we could just have you guys do self-introductions. So just give us your name and kind of who you're with, what you do. Anything else you want to share would be great. So Evie, let you go first.
So thanks for the invite. My name is in Spanish, Evi de la Rosa Richardi. I'm currently a professor at the University of Puerto Rico, Mayagüez campus. I've been professor of land surveying and topography for 29 years.
29 years?
Yes.
How cool is
Oh
that?
my gosh. At the same college or university?
Yes. I'm
And look
very,
how
I'm very
young she
loyal.
I was going to say,
I'm very loyal. So
that is amazing.
I studied my bachelor's in land surveying at the University of Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And they asked me, "What are you gonna do?" And I said, "Really, I don't know." So they provide me a sponsorship or grant to go and study graduate studies. So I went to Purdue University.
Purdue?
So I'm a boilermaker.
Oh, right on. Okay.
So I did a
Yep.
master's over there, and then I
Yeah.
came back
Okay.
2 or 3 years, and then Indiana is too cold for me.
Okay.
I went to UF, so
Florida.
I'm a Gator too. So I got my doctoral degree, University of Florida
In like geomatics or?
in geomatics.
Yep.
By that time, geomatics went out of civil engineering, but my degree is in surveying, but my diploma is in civil engineering, coastal engineering.
Wow.
So,
And then you went back to Puerto Rico.
and I went back to Puerto Rico. And curiously, it's just that I want to introduce my former students now. A few years later, after we got the huge Hurricane Maria,
Mm.
I went into volunteering, and I said there was a conversation, and somebody didn't want to pay me because I didn't study
Huh.
engineering, and I said, okay, don't worry. So 2 years ago, I finished civil engineering while I
Oh my
was
gosh.
teaching.
Oh my gosh.
So up to now, I'm a professional land surveyor and I'm
Yeah.
engineering training back at home,
Okay.
besides being a professor.
Jeez, that is quite the story. So how did you like what spurred your interest in surveying or geomatics?
Can we ask that question in a minute and just
Yeah.
introduce
Yes.
the-
Okay, we'll get
Can we-
back.
yeah,
Let's get
can we
back. Let's
go
get
back?
back.
So with me, I have two students, one of my very good students. So I want to introduce two of them, who is Janie Elise and Hennessy. So I let the microphone for them to introduce themselves.
All right.
So, hi, my name is, in Spanish, Hennessy Nicole Feliciano Castro. I am my 6th year of a dual bachelor's degree in civil engineering and surveying. My main bachelor's degree is in land surveying, and I'm currently the president of the student chapter of the Institute of Surveyors and the co-captain of the competition of NSBS.
So, this is a great one to end on.
I'm not worthy of this interview.
My name in Spanish is Daniela Rosado Delgado. I'm in my 5th year of the dual degree, also in survey and civil engineer. I am the vice president of the student chapter of the institute in Puerto Rico, and I'm the captain of the NSPS team.
Second year.
Second year. So
It's my 2nd year.
okay, so tell me about the NSPS team. What is that?
Well, it's a competition. The competition's in Washington, D.C. We get to do work, exercise works like triangulation, traverse, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Very antique and vintage, like we like to say. It's cool because we learn different. Like we don't do anything. It's everything by hand. We have to calculate everything and measure everything with chains and everything. So it's a different perspective. Yeah, it's very old school.
Well, everybody should have. But
I think so. There's so many surveyors that don't think that anymore. They just, need to know how to push the button
Yeah.
and don't worry about anything else. So to me, that's fantastic.
Ghost in the machine.
How awesome are these ladies?
So they get into a preparation, the competitions is next April.
Okay.
So we started from the semester. So we select a team before the last year ends, and we select the main team, and we select the prospects for next year. So we call them the interns.
Interesting.
So they have to be part of all the training. So fortunately, since Johnny Elise and Genesis have been, participating for several years, we always kept somebody that was competing that year before. So they go through a step of not just mathematics, training on the field, and physical training. Because Johnny Elise didn't say, but I want to ask Genesis that it's not only one day of regular competition. There's always another day that is called the monument hunt.
Oh, yes.
I think I saw that on LinkedIn or something.
It's
Yeah.
following that this year.
So Genesis, please tell us about.
Yeah, we have field day and we also have monument hunt. Is where you do a analysis before the day of like the route you're gonna take, finding like benchmarks, old monuments, and it's always walking or using like some sort of transportation. This year they only allowed us to like take trains or buses or walk. So it was a lot. We had to walk a lot
All day.
all day.
day.
Yeah, we have
6
hours. 6 hours. Yeah, they say like just go and you gotta run for it and start like taking pictures,
Yep.
and filming the monument and just
Okay.
posting it on Instagram. Because if you don't post it on Instagram, they don't
It
count
didn't
you.
happen.
Yeah, exactly.
love it.
That's genius.
But
That's so
they
cool.
run with a young surveyor. So
Yeah.
we are assigned a young surveyor. And
Okay.
it's really fun. Don't take me wrong. All the other universities are watching the program. But every time that we get into the NSPS competitions, everybody knows that Puerto Rico got there. And we take it really seriously. All the universities know, and NSPS know that we take it really seriously.
Yeah.
And I tell them, that's why I want to tell you that they go through a training program because they need to run, they need to get resistance. Because I think last year we almost walked 30,000 steps in
Wow.
6 hours.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
That's a lot.
If you don't do exercise.
Sure.
And it's like, for me, you go beforehand, you have to have a very nice breakfast because we won't stop for eating. We won't stop for drinking. We won't stop for toilet.
Bathroom.
No,
So what's the criteria? Is it time and
Yeah.
accuracy, I guess?
no, it's a collection of points,
Okay.
and dependent of the monument that we are getting is the score that we get.
Okay.
Oh.
And at the
Gotcha.
same time, you have to post it. So then you got a bonus points because of posting in that amount of time.
I gotcha.
So they just let the teams out, and usually it's next to a train station, and our team starts running. So
Everybody else.
downhill and we'll be running because. So it's a very fun activity. Besides getting to know the history
Yeah.
of Washington D.C.
That was my question because all these monuments are like around
Yeah.
DC and they're historical
Diamond.
monuments,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So they go all around the diamond of the
Okay.
Washington D.C. And last year we started really close to the really old stones or monuments. So it was very interesting. Not
Yeah.
for them, not for Genesis and Jenny, but for some others that they haven't taken any classes at all. There's a course that we teach. Well, actually, I'm the one that teaches, and I bring that examples.
Yeah.
But we don't have that kind of monuments in Puerto Rico.
Huh.
So for them, just looking and meeting that stone monument
Yeah.
and how it's really protected and how it's
How old?
preserved.
Yeah.
So it's really amazing. So,
Yeah.
a matter of fact, NSPS for us and for the university, especially for the students, it's just an activity that we are waiting every single year for it.
Looking forward to it every year. Yeah. Yeah. And those historical monuments, so like you say, you don't have that in Puerto Rico so much, right? So it's kind of like a treasure hunt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone you find's like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I got another one. Super cool. So how did you guys get interested in surveying?
Okay. Well, I didn't know what surveying is. Well, mainly I think nobody in Puerto Rico knows what surveying is when they're going to study it.
Here either.
Anyway.
Unless they are in a big dispute of land.
Correct. Yeah, then they know.
Yeah. So I wanted to study civil engineering, but I didn't have the GPA to enter by one point.
Oh.
So I began to res- research or look for alternative, and then I found a surveyor who talked to me into it, and he was explaining to me, and I was like, "Well, this is cool. I need to give it like a break." And I started taking classes, and I think it was one activity from our chapter about getting to know the instrument that we have in our university. I met Evie, and that's when I was like very curious, and she was like, "Come here. I've seen you like looking around and wanting to get to know everything." And that's when she also pulled me in my first year as the NSPS team. So that's where I got,
You're hooked.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
now I don't want to know about civil.
Well,
Like, I'm studying
Do it anyway.
But yeah, side. I love surveying.
That's
Yeah. Yeah. So cool.
Genesis?
Well, in my case, I wanted to study like mechanical engineer, but I didn't have the GPA.
Okay.
But I started with surveying, and I wasted 3 years of my life trying to change. And it wasn't until my first internship that I got that I understood like civil surveying. So I think like I didn't choose the profession, but the profession chose me. So I'm really grateful because thanks to the internship, I learned a lot about the importance of surveying. So I wouldn't change it, even though I wasted 3 years of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you got the plan. So,
not
what
bad.
would you say to young girls that, if you went to speak to some school students or something, what would you say to them to get them?
That's
do
how
it?
go to school.
Activities that they have to do through the student chapter.
Okay.
So through our student chapter, we have been going to high schools to talk about this because mainly in our high school, we like nobody talk about that. Our counselor don't even know much
Yeah.
about surveying.
Yeah.
So we reach out to our high school, old high school, members high school, so we can have a lot more high school so they can know. And we have open house in our university where high school comes.
Oh, yes.
And they don't know, so we try to reach out to everyone, talk about it, look for the way that they can get into it, like we just Play-Doh and explain some type of the contours and everything so they can get hooked with it. Because if we talk and talk, some people
Yeah.
don't understand. So you gotta hook.
The
And
hook.
yeah, you gotta take a hook and
Yeah.
get the kids into it.
What age group? I'm sorry, I may have missed it. What age group kids are you talking to? Is it middle school or what?
We talk to everyone, like at like kindergarten, like that's why we try to play with Play-Doh so they can know like different elevations when you like put like different ways of the Play-Doh. And we also talk to like high school kids and everything. We just try to connect the way that we want it to be connected in high school because sometimes when adults like talk to us, they forget how being kids are.
They
So-
just hear, wow, wow.
Exactly. So we just exactly we just try to be in their shoes. We try to be like, I knew how you were, so I know that when I talk you're not listening to me. So I tried the best way to connect with them and trying to know what they want and trying to like let them know that sometimes you want something but you don't know until you do that. So that's
So true.
that's our
Yeah.
main reason, like that's why we tell our story, like that's the most important part of like our interaction, telling our story. And some girls, like that's when they see like change and they're like, oh, I'm gonna give it a try.
And also, let me just share with you guys what has been happening with the students that get into our program and actually they don't know. Let me just explain how it goes. There's a School of Engineering at Mayagüez campus, and you got all the engineering fields, and then you got land surveying. So usually land surveying is the one that has the GPS lowest.
Yeah.
So most of the counselors in the schools tell the kids, if you don't get into mechanical engineering or if you don't get into electrical engineering, get into surveying.
So these are counselors like in high school?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, that's where we're missing the boat
I
here.
know.
Hugely missing the
That,
boat.
most of the counselors don't even
They don't know.
what is land surveying.
Right.
But it's been tough, you know. I'm not expecting our kids, you know, our students to go to all the schools.
No.
You know, so that's why we do open houses. That's why we are going in through the social media and creating a lot of conscience. So although what we're gonna do with the students that get into our program, no, I'm gonna tell you, a few years ago, I'm telling you that was right after Maria. Surveying program in Mayagüez campus got 125 new students. There were more freshman students in surveying than in civil engineering.
Wow. So what was that change? Like what made that change?
It was just that
Get-
they
Oh,
were
really?
not able to
They
get into,
couldn't get into.
so they
the
got
engineering.
into land
Made
surveying.
that big a difference that fast.
But then what happened? How do we, that we are very few professors, what we can do in order for them to stay? So they are the ones that help us out. So one of the projects that I teach I teach a lot of courses, but in my introductory course, that is Geomatics 1, I asked the students to look for a land surveyor, a professional land surveyor, and spend at least one day with them. Okay?
Yep.
One day.
Yep.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Well, there's one thing that there's a way that I get to know what's going around because most of them look for a construction site or something like that.
Sure.
But that student might spend the whole day looking, doing, and spending time with the land surveyor.
So you hook them in that.
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
Yep. Great idea.
What is
And you
what
have
is-
these employers that are willing to participate in this.
because they were my
Oh, yeah, yeah, 'cause you
partners
know
of
so many
study,
of 'em,
and I
yeah.
have so many because I've been
network is
20.
awesome.
Yeah, my
Yeah. Yeah.
So most of them, the students, they at that point they really get to know the profession, or they say, I don't want this.
Mhm.
So that's, for me, that's extraordinary because then you know what you're gonna do, or you decide this is not my plan.
Yeah.
I'm not spending any more time on the program. I'm not gonna be more statistics in land surveying. I'm turning into another, and that might help a lot. But then there's some of the students that all of a sudden a land surveyor needed a helper, and then didn't got anybody, and now all of a sudden he has a student,
Yeah.
and now the student has a job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
win-win
Win-win. Yep.
situation.
Yeah. It's
For
genius.
me, I always teach. There's a course that I teach that is smart projections. This is profession projection. So they can see what, like I said, what are you gonna do when you grow older?
Yeah. Yep.
And it's been working
Yep.
because they actually go to the real world
Sure. Yep.
and they can connect, they can create, the link. Fortunately, now there's so many co-ops and there's so many internships because all our excellent alumni, they need them.
Yeah.
And now they're getting good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
They're
you've
going now good.
basically like developed a culture of this.
Yes.
Honestly, and that's huge. Huge. Everybody's kind of paddling in the same direction and gets what the objective is to
Yeah.
getting involved with this.
And at the same time, don't take me wrong, but I get to know my students. So I know if she's this way, then I know that Hennessy might work with her,
Yeah.
or Johnny might work
Like
with
matchmaking.
her. Because
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Genius.
decision-making.
Genius.
So you're putting them into a position that you know that they're going to get fulfillment and learn and have
everybody
that connection. Yeah.
to have a
Yeah.
connection with your employee,
Because
and
it's-
your employee needs to have connection
Yeah.
because
Yep. And not
Because it's quite
everybody's a
often-
good fit.
No, that's
Yep.
right.
You
And
have to-
yeah, so some people that go in and start working end up not liking it and leaving. Yeah.
Yeah. That's worse.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
it's worse for both parts.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because one
exactly.
will be frustrated, and the
Yeah.
other one will be, why you did that to me?
Yeah. Yep. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. You guys got to figure it out. And it's making a difference, right? Like there's more and more females getting into the profession.
Let me just tell you,
Yeah.
our program um, is about to turn 40 years.
Wow. Amazing.
And I got the statistics,
Mm.
and our program has graduated almost 100 females.
Wow.
So based on that, unfortunately, last year we were only 10 land surveyors females in Puerto Rico. Out of that 10, 7 were professional land surveyors and 3 were SITs.
Hmm.
Professional land surveyors in Puerto Rico need to be registered. Land surveyors need to be registered and be part of the Professional College of Land Surveyors, Engineers and Land Surveyors of Puerto Rico. So we were only 400 land surveyors. And out of those 400, only 10 women. And I said, this cannot be.
Yeah.
So
How long ago was
it
that?
took me, it was almost like 14 months ago.
Okay. All right.
So I said, we need to do something.
Yeah.
Everybody talk about it. Nobody will get it. And I said, I'm going to do it. So since I know all of them, I call them personally. We need to meet. We need to meet. We need to do this. We need to do this. So fortunately, we were able to do a virtual meeting, and 7 of the 10 were able to talk.
Mm.
And I propose that we do an association that will have all the females that have studied in Puerto Rico or are studying in Puerto Rico. So that was the seed or the genesis
Yep.
for the
Well
woman
done.
in surveying in Puerto Rico.
So those pink ladies yesterday,
Oh, yeah.
founder.
We were the
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense now. That is amazing. Wow.
So our first meeting, you won't believe,
Yeah.
we were virtually, and we were almost 50 females
50.
virtually. But the group turned out
Puerto
into
Rico's got to go.
almost
Me too. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we start working on it, and every single month. We will do an activity, and it was virtually. So we will have very scheduled meeting. It was almost an 70 minutes, 70 to 75 minutes.
Yep.
I asked them, please take that time for yourself. Even though you're working, even though you have a family, take that time for yourself. So we start creating, I got into 3 of the surveyors to help me out. So we are the chairs of the of the woman in surveying in Puerto Rico. And we try to do every single month an activity that will help us out. So there was one day that we have Erika Montalvo, that she's Lunes de Set. I don't know if you know her. She's a land surveyor on the States, and she's a bartender. And she has a very nice Instagram that she does very nice drinks. So we had half an hour of a very nice talk. For instance, it was a psychologist talking
Yeah.
about self-love and how to balance our lives.
Yep.
And then we have the social activity. So it was creating a drink. So everybody will turn the cell phones or the computers into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And we will do our drinks in our houses. And then a 10 minutes just to wrap up.
Great idea.
Another time we did charcuterie.
Yep.
So we got all that. And in that sense, we group professionals, the ones that haven't got the license, but are doing surveying,
Yep.
and the students.
Yep. And you built that
bringing it all
camaraderie
together.
and yeah.
But for me, it was so fun because
Yeah.
they were, I was able to connect. Oh, you have a kid that goes to basketball, and you have a kid that goes into basketball, you can meet. Oh, you work here. So I did
You're a
all this
matchmaker.
network.
Ultimate matchmaker.
Oh, I need somebody to help me out. Oh, I will call one of the,
Yeah.
will you do this? So it was networking.
It's got to be so rewarding, right?
They'll make me cry. Because every time that I'll come here and I talk to them,
Yeah.
I cry.
Yeah.
You make me cry.
You were talking yesterday, and I had to step out of the room, and I was crying. You know
Aw.
why? It's been 29 years,
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
and I get to know them
Mm-hmm.
as Johnny and Hennessy's.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yep.
grow up. They are. They have kids. They move into another states.
Yep.
They become presidents, or managers, or project managers, or they turn into. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Don't be
They
sorry.
turn into their companies.
Yep.
And although everybody might know me that I'm very tough,
Yeah.
I do tough love.
Sure.
She's tough.
Yep.
She's tough.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you learn and you
But then
grow.
it's rewarding.
Well, and like, not that you're doing it for this reason, but look at the legacy that you're building and you're leaving, right? I mean, it's so
It's
powerful.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Talk about paying it forward to the profession. I mean, that's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just providing then empowerment.
Yep.
Thank you, Evie.
Yes.
welcome.
Yes.
I wish,
We're
it's
changing
just-
lives.
Yes.
It's giving
Yeah,
them an
you're changing
example.
lives.
Yeah.
If I can do it, and most of them have known me
Yeah.
through several stages in my life. And life is tough, like you were saying.
Oh, yeah.
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 We go through, sorry to tell you, but
Oh, he knows.
we go
He
through
knows.
a lot of stuff, and we have to juggle so many things. And
Yeah.
sometimes we have to just say, no, I cannot do this.
Mm.
And I want to do it. Why I have to turn away a job
Yeah.
because I need to take care of them.
Yeah.
And even though they are not my kids' blood related, but they came with me. So I have a responsibility with them.
Yep. Yeah.
Not everybody does that.
No.
No.
Sorry,
No,
but
that's-
for me, it's just it's
Yeah.
a vocation. Vocation? I don't know if I say.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
passion.
The passion. Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about the conference just a little bit, or the summit. Have you guys been to the Women Surveyor Summit before?
Yes,
No.
I did.
This is your first time?
Yes.
And you, yeah, how about, you said you've been to
Yeah.
a couple others, or?
Yeah. So every single year is different.
Mm.
Every
I
single
was going to
year.
ask you for your perspective on that.
But let me just tell you, last year, I get to meet somebody that I met 30 years ago
What?
in an American is Wendy Lamthrop.
Mm-hmm.
I met her.
The AutoCAD person, right?
She's a very well respected.
Yeah. So, did she do something with AutoCAD? Like, am I
She's
thinking
more
about the
into
same person?
boundaries, yeah, more into boundaries.
Okay. Okay.
Wendy Lamthrop.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her for 30 years.
Mm.
She was my sponsor when I went into Purdue University.
Oh my God.
I met her in an activity like this, and it used to be under American Congress Surveying and Mapping.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I was in shock. So no matter what year you come,
Mm-hmm.
you will see people that are related, or
Yeah.
that it goes through your same path, or something
Sure.
that might be similar.
Yeah.
So for them coming,
Mm.
it's the first year.
Yep.
But maybe in 5 years, they're going to see people that are turning in a totally different way as they are.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's not going to be 170 ladies there. There's going to be 370 ladies there.
Hopefully.
Would that be
Oh,
amazing? Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, on that note, though, let's
What
This-
do the girls think of this?
this being your first experience on this, what are some of your takeaways so far? Like, what are you going to leave this this summit and take with you?
Well, I personally love that we got to see like different things, like topics, actually mental health. I think is very, very, very important. So the Sphere project that we haven't got to even see, I don't know, it's growing. It's growing, networking, being a different place also is super, super blow mind.
Yeah.
So I think, and I told already Evie, I'm thinking about coming next year.
Good.
That's the perspective.
Yeah.
Well, same as her, I think the most important part is networking, but also like seeing like a lot of people here began with nothing and they fulfill their dreams just because they put their mind into it. Like just seeing like TS, Trinity, Land Survey, and TLS, like how they started and knowing like that sphere that everyone is so shocking about, just knowing the background of it. Me knowing background of it is like really like awesome.
Super cool.
Like just knowing a lot of backgrounds of construction sites that people do enjoy, just like their entertainment. But me knowing like the background of it makes me really happy because I know it was one's dream and it came true. So I know that
Yeah.
my dream can came true. Like
Yeah.
just knowing that people here just did it.
So awesome.
And have you made
So
a few
great.
contacts across Australia that you, I'm sorry, Australia.
We want
Someone now across America that you feel that you'll keep in contact with now that, you know, you've sort of met here?
I think it's our first year, so we're very, very shy, but we have been like getting to know another people here. I mean, we're all women. We all understand everyone. Like, I was talking to Genesis when yesterday there was like your conference. Like everyone was talking about so many details that it was like, man, like I'm not the only one that thinks this way.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that has to balance studying with being like responsible with the team, the chapter, and my own life. So it happens in the university, it happens in the life, and it happens when you work.
Yeah.
So it was like awesome seeing like we we got like each other's back basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm curious from your guys' perspective. I'm sure there's some ladies that are going to be listening to this that, you know, couldn't make it this year and they're on the fence about coming and making the decision to do so. What would you tell them?
Wow.
Darcy.
Well, I think that like you gotta give it a try because I was one hesitant on like spending money, but sometimes you don't understand like the growth like personally and professionally that you can take out of it in like if you don't come here. And there's a lot of topics or things that you might have questions or doubts about and you may think like someone else doesn't have it, but when you come here you understand that there like people do have it. You're not the only one. Like yesterday talking about mothers, children, like how they have to work balance, like there's a lot of topics that here we don't discuss. Like there's not it's not only about land surveying and surveys, about being a human, being a woman, being just being you, like just knowing about a lot of personalities and just trying to figure out life. Like this is just helping you out to just have a way to understand that you're not alone on this.
I think I have a tear in my eye. That was powerful. Jeez. Amazing. Well said. Well said.
The
Yeah.
most powerful.
Yes, yes, yes. Evie, I'll give you the last word here. You know, what's your perspective on the summit this year, and what would you tell ladies that are, you know, thinking about coming next year?
First thing, like Genesis says, everything is worth. And if you don't give a chance to know somebody else, to know a group that will give you power,
Mm.
that will give you empathy, that will give you guidance, and at the same time point, it will give you a light. Because I know that there are some ladies over here that they don't know what they're gonna do
Mhm.
at this station.
Yeah.
This summit will light you up. And like there's a movie that says enlighten me.
Mm.
So I will tell all the ladies, come to the summit and be enlightened.
And then you're going to recruit them and take them back to Puerto Rico. With you.
See what I can do.
So, what else, Peter? You got anything else? What an amazing conversation. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Save the
it-
best for
yeah.
last.
It's just been amazing, and thank you for sharing your stories because
Yeah.
it's so great to get your stories across here for everybody else to see like how powerful we can be and and how we can support each other and the difference that it makes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you're
Yes,
doing.
thank you.
That's
And also,
absolutely amazing.
like I wanted to add that if you're hesitant, you should come because this is the first time that I have been in Las Vegas, and it was worth it. Like I had to learn a lot about surveying in Las Vegas, and me being a student, I never thought that I was gonna make it here. So
Fantastic.
Next year is gonna be in San Diego.
Yes, so yes.
Please.
Yep.
Amazing place.
San Diego, 17th to the 20th of September. Announced. Yeah.
Start
Put it in
looking
your
for
calendar. Start saving.
Much better than this year.
You continue to grow. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You can feel it. Everybody is just so passionate. And
Yep.
oh, man, this has been amazing. Thank you guys so much for your time. I
Thank you.
really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.